He originally reached out to ask us if we can use the robot for a specific shot that they had in mind for the intro of this short film.
It was really great to be approached by the directors and Jacen to be a part of the opening sequence for Superstar. Really a great opportunity to kind of establish the mood for the film.
He wanted to utilize the robot to see if he can pull off this very dynamic, very tight shot that they were looking for. It's basically the shot that goes inside of a vehicle, starts at the floorboard, comes up. It does this very detailed orientation. He had other ways of thinking he could do it, but he knew we had these tools here. He knew that we'd be down for the challenge. And of course we said, yes, let's do this, let's bring it in.
The opening scene of our short film Superstar is the aftermath of a car crash. And throughout the whole film, there is kind of weird stuff going on. It's a little bit strange. And for Talha and myself, it was really important to establish the overall mood and atmosphere of the film as a whole. And so we kind of wanted to make this opening a little bit disorienting, a little bit ominous, and really set the mood so that people knew kind of what to expect for the rest of the film. This is the first time Talha or myself have used motion-controlled robotics in our films. You realize just how much potential there is in the way that it makes things possible that otherwise without it would not be.
Getting into it, we actually opened up the back of the hatch of the vehicle. We're like, can we get the robot close enough to where the arm can go through? We can maybe dive down and do this little dance with it, right? Well, we get it close enough, and unfortunately, our distance to the front of the car, to the back, just wasn't enough. Stepping back, we talked to the team, how can we get around this angle? Do we take a door off? Do we remove seats? Like, how deep are we gonna go into the situation? And granted, this was a one-day situation. So that's where we came up with the creative idea to maybe go through the sunroof, which sounded crazy, but once we positioned the robot over to the driver door, it actually worked to where the top of the arm of the robot was able to fish straight into that sunroof and actually almost touch the floorboard of the car, which is pretty crazy.
My co-director Talha Hussaini and myself talked with our cinematographer Jacen Sievers about creating this disorienting effect that establishes kind of the main character or what this character has gone through. And so when me and Talha were originally storyboarding, we kind of came up with this wild shot that in the back of our heads we probably knew wasn't going to happen. And after talking to Jacen about kind of what we were looking to do, he pretty much said it was not possible with the stuff that we have. He thought of Reelbros and said we probably should look into this, and this is actually maybe something that's possible with their help. Lo and behold, it was. They were super grateful to help out and kind of made a dream come true. It was probably the most complicated shot of the film and one that I genuinely did not think we would actually be able to do, but we did it, and it turned out amazing.
It was a shot coming off from a present, up the leg of our main actress, up to her face, which is really cool because I mean, we are where we are right now, almost this distance, if not closer, in the robot, and it's moving in this 2x3 sunroof. That's all we had the space to move. So we get up to her face, we come up out of the sunroof, we twist, we dive back down, and we get into the secondary actress that was the victim of the scene. And it just lands on her, you hear the sirens. And the other benefit to utilizing the robot at this time is we had the windows down, of course, right? So we had to replicate the windows being broken in some way. Obviously, we didn't want to do it practically. Actually use VFX to put in a glass that was broken and had blood on it and all this kind of cool stuff.
The ease of adjustment and programming of the SISU robot comes into play when you're doing highly technical shots like this. So changes on set from either the director, the DP, are that much faster. So say if you want to manipulate where your talent is or the prop is, or would like a little bit more Dutch on a shot, it's as easy as going back to that keyframe and making those adjustments, and then the program adapts to that. Having that wand that you're able to control in physical space that directly relates to the robot's movement benefits us in the fact that it's very fast and efficient to program on site. You don't have to go back and reprogram everything. It's not a big challenge to go change things.
We love tools that elevate our ability on set, and the SISU C20 is one of those tools. Jacen was a great DP to work with. He's very good at understanding the technical aspect of the shots he wants to pull off. And he understands the value of bringing on a team that allows that to kind of come to fruition. where we can provide these solutions to these complex problems.
Being a piece of that puzzle is always rewarding for us, and we're happy to get to collaborate with amazing people and bring some amazing tools to the table to really showcase the technical ability of storytelling.
It was great to work with friends and new people in the film community here in Arizona. This was all done by Arizona crew locally, great producers, directors, and DPs. So we're very excited, and we want to congratulate everybody that was a part of this film. We can't wait to see what comes out of Arizona next.